alongside of Lumen Field in the Soto District of Seattle. Today, a good one in the NFC West. It's the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go from Lumen Field. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So the Cardinals come out and they are led by their quarterback, Kyler Murray. Man, time flies, Greg. The #1 overall pick in 2019. The 7th year for Murray leading the Birds.
I think we're seeing this so often now in the modern NFL is quarterbacks who can hurt you both improv as a scrambler and also with design runs coming out of the huddle. So this is a tricky situation. Guys who can run with this kind of speed, you have to be very careful how you pass rush them. You're not just rushing to a spot. It's not just an X behind the center. You got to try to corral him and keep him in the pocket because when he escapes, big plays are to be had.
Will run, it's Demercado. And nothing doing there. Only back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be an early 3rd down coming up.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
To get the throw away and completes it. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a 1st down.
And the Cardinals' 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
That's Harrison in motion. Play action now. It's Murray. That ball caught. It's Zay Jones. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Now Demercado. And he's going to have that 1st down across midfield and down to the 46-yard line.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
It's a zone read, and Murray hanging on to it. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the 1st down.
Gain of 15. 1st down, Cardinals.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and they can continue to generate these big explosive runs. I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line.
At the 10-yard line.
They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
And now they find themselves on the verge of really putting together an opening statement drive here at the start of this game. But now that the field becomes condensed, continue to be smart in the way you attack this defense. The last thing you want to do is settle for 3 in what's been a very aggressive opening drive.
A short kick down to the 7.
He's tackled at the 7-yard line. A gain of 3 brings up second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal. Murray now off the bootleg. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Boye Maffez gets in there for the sack, and now it's third and goal.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. That's Harrison in motion. Third and goal. Murray. A throw on the move is caught. And the drive stalls out as he's brought down. And the field goal unit likely to come on here on fourth and goal.
Great coverage here defensively. Not only the ability to take away all the end zone targets from the quarterback and force him to check the ball down to the back on the swing, but then also the pursuit to the ball carrier to keep him short of the end zone.
For the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
In my opinion, Mike, if they expect to leave here today with a win, they're going to have to be aggressive early and often. They might not connect on all of them, but pushing the ball downfield could open up a lot of opportunities for you to take advantage as this game unfolds.
Pick up a 2 on the last run. Here's second and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
I understand it's third down and the quarterback's trying to make a play, Mike, but if you're going to make a dangerous throw on third down and you're going to force the ball into tight coverage, at least do it past the sticks. Try to pick up that first down and maintain possession. He tries to thread the needle. Ball falls incomplete. And now brings up fourth down.
The Cardinals offense going to take over now for the second time. They had the field goal on the opening drive to take the early lead. See if they can improve on it here. 3-0 is our score, and it's first and 10. Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
That's to the tight end, Elijah Higgins. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
At the 45-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Murray. Forced to his right. Now he'll run it. That one's good for 29.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Arizona.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life. His speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on the big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
They get 14 yards and set up first and goal.
Arizona.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
DeMercado, touchdown! Taking care of business on the ground to get the score, and Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike, and it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
Chad Ryland now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Cardinals are out to a 10-0 lead.
Seahawks, nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense about ready to get going on their second possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Off-balance throw, it's complete. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Josh Sweat in for the sack. It is a loss of 8. And now it's 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Third and long. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single 1st down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
Cardinals offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've got the 10-0 advantage here early. And they'll see if they can add to it Beginning on this drive, 1st and 10. Now Murray keeping it himself. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
1st down, Cardinals.
1 quarter in the books. The Cardinals have the early edge in this one. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Second quarter starts. Cardinals in possession of the football. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. 32 yards. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Here's Murray to throw. Will set up the screen to DeMercado. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a 1st down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Throwing again is Murray. He'll step up and run this. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. 1st and goal coming up.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
This is a part of the field where you have to account for the quarterback as a runner. Nothing's open downfield. Great job by your secondary, but then he makes a break for the goal line, and they're able to stop him just short, but not until after he sets his guys up 1st and goal.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Come a little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he will get into the end zone. Amari DeMercado. Touchdown, Arizona. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. Now Ryland for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Cardinals move further out in front. It is now 17-0.
Seahawks, nothing.
Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail this one 17-0 now. Really need to find some inspiration, some momentum on this drive. As they'll begin here with 1st down.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 2. Darnold. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at, and that defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
The run up the middle, it's Walker. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, has been the case this entire first half. It's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
The Cards offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense has to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in the first half that has really given them fits. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 2. They go play action with Murray.
There's a ton of time left in this game. They don't need to feel like this is desperation mode, but they do feel the urgency to get stops, and that sack's going to go a long way to getting them off the field here. Continue to come away giving up no points. Give the ball back to your offense and see if they can start chipping away.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground. And they will finally run him down up near midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
1st down, Cardinals.
This defense is going to have to come up with some answers at halftime because they cannot allow this quarterback to just continue to have his way with them on the ground using his legs. And that's exactly what's happened so far here in the first half, and they're going to have to get that fixed and fixed quickly.
Over the middle, it's Harrison. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a 1st down.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
First down, Arizona.
And this is where the quarterback's improv skills really kind of come into play. The ability to play off-platform, throw from different arm angles. It's something that we're seeing a lot play out across the league. And yes, you have to throw from a spot in the middle of the pocket.
And he's in. What a try. Marvin Harris Jr. Touchdown, Cardinals. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. Off the play fake, it's Darnold. That is caught downfield by Cup. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Dump this off to Charbonnet, complete, and he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Darnold. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he gets him 6 yards closer before going out of bounds. It's third down coming up.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We're back to Seattle after this. They need 8 as they come up for third down. Here's Darnold again. That is caught. He finds Walker. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. They get the conversion on third down. It was a gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Here's first and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. That one swung out wide to Walker. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Down at the 12. It's first and 10. Darnold to throw again. And that's going to wind up incomplete.
Dropping a catchable ball is one of the worst feelings. It feels like the entire stadium is laughing at you, and all I know is, firsthand, you just want to get another opportunity to put that one behind you.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. To throw again is Darnold. Overcoming in a flash, and he lost the football. Cardinals say they have it, and they do. The defense comes up with a play in the red zone. Those active hands get to the quarterback, knock it out, and they come up with the recovery.
Mike, we see this from time to time down here when an offense is operating in the red zone. The field shrinks, coverage gets a little bit tighter, quarterbacks tend to hold the ball a little too long, and that's exactly what came back to bite them right here.
The Cardinals offense and running back Amari DeMercado set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Murray. He'll step up and run, showing off the footwork, sliding down after a gain of 8.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd reads, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
2nd down, Murray. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play. Third down and 9. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. The open man is Wilson. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's not going to get there. Out of bounds, a couple of yards short. It is 4th down.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the 1st down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
Here's Horton. And it's a decent return. Gets some of that yardage back before he's forced out of bounds. The Seahawks offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 10
Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half.
45-yard line.
Darnold now on 1st and 10.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
At the Cardinals' 49-yard line.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Now Seattle will use the final timeout, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. Throwing, Darnold. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And flags come out. That's batted down. It's incomplete, but it looked like early contact. Let's check the call. So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. And this, about as short as you can get. Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board just before halftime.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you. Second half drawing near. So good to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. That's Jalen Thompson up from his safety spot to bring him down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He's going to look deep. Going to come. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be 1st and goal.
64 yards.
A big play for Seattle. The gain is 64.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
They send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake. Here's Darnold. The pressure, too much, and he goes down. Big Dalvin Tomlinson in there for the sack, worked his way through. It's a loss of 5.
And a really nice job by the defense responding with a big play of their own following that last long gain. So these two teams, they continue to trade blows back and forth at the moment. It'll be interesting to see how the rest of this drive plays out.
So push back to the 11-yard line for 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Cardinals. This one incomplete. It is batted away in the end zone. And now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Jason Myers.
So Myers back out there. Had the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. To return is Greg Dortch. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Cardinals offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. RPO, quick throw, grabbed by Wilson. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Michael Wilson. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 3. Working out of the gun, Murray. He takes off. Murray, the former baseball player, knows how to slide, and he does it here after picking up the 1st down.
19 yards. 1st down, Cardinals.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the 1st down.
And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Murray will throw. He gets that to his big target, Trey McBride. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Just his 1st catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a 1st down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, DeMarcado. He'll work forward for a couple. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray to throw. They'll set up the screen to DeMarcado. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. At left side, that's the tight end, McBride. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is. And he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch. And even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Cardinals will extend their 3rd quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things under control, not only were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
So Ryland now, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Charbonnet, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Darnold. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
You can feel the frustration starting to build, can't you? It's in their body language. It's how they're getting in and out of the huddle. There's no tempo. There's no energy. Somebody needs to get that huddle, look them in the face and say, hey, guys, we can either sleepwalk through the rest of this game and lose, or somebody be the jump start that we need to really find our rhythm and timing.
So now, after the penalty, a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And that'll set up 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the 3rd quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
That's taken in, and he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the
Well, you can see the
49-yard
entire
line.
sideline and, frankly, the entire fan base kind of holding their breath. That decision on your own side of midfield to go for it on 4th down, had they not gotten it, that's a tough position to put your defense in, but that's a conversation for another day. The offense is going to stay on the field after the conversion, and now they got to see, can they take advantage of that aggressive play call and finish this drive with points?
A gain there of 11. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down. Darnold to the air once more. To the middle, it's cut. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. That's 2 catches on this drive, this one for 23 yards.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it, because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Second down and 3. On play action, here's Darnold. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
3rd and short yardage, and here's Darnold. He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Zach Charbonnet, touchdown Seahawks.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with a touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Seahawks are able to edge a bit closer.
Cardinals 27, Seahawks 13.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Dortch now to return it. Oh, He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Cardinals offense and Kyler Murray set to take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Byron Murphy there on the stop.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. That's caught downfield by Harrison. That long one's going to bring them 1st and goal. He is brought down at the 5-yard line. It is a big gain for Arizona. A gain of 66 yards.
When he continues to play at this level, Mike, it just makes this team so hard to beat. It's the combination of leading both long, sustained drives and then being able to strike in bunches. It puts so much pressure on these defenses, and with the way today's game has gone, doesn't look like he has any plans on slowing down. That was a perfectly timed hit, and I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. Now Murray. That's hauled in at the 2. To the goal line and in. Trey McBride. Touchdown, Arizona. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the 1st half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
So, these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Ryland now. After the TD, he'll send this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Seahawks offense and Sam Darnold heading back on the field. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And we'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick 1st down.
For a Seahawks 1st down.
The ability to be effective on 1st down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a 3rd down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
On 1st and 10, here's Darnold. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line, and if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. To throw is Darnold. Get this complete to Horton. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That pickup good for 29 yards.
Seahawks 1st down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
Darnold to throw on first down. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Really nice job with the protection up front. Just nobody could get open downfield, so it's a combination of your offensive weapons have to do a better job taking advantage of that time to work and separate. But also, how impressive is that by that defense to be able to cover for that amount of time?
Darnold to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
For another Seahawks.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Throw to the right flat. It is caught. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's second and 7. Now a run with Charbonnet. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. A 1-yard gain brings up third and 6.
Here comes third and 6. Darnold now to throw. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will easily pick up the first down. They've got first and goal coming up.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
They'll run here, and it's Charbonnet. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try here on second and goal. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Josh Sweat getting in for the sack, and that's going to make it third and goal.
Even when it seems like they're putting a nice drive together, Mike, they just can't seem to escape this pass rush. It has been relentless all game long, and they get him here again.
They're in 4-down territory for sure, but what can they do on this one? It's third and goal. Darnold to throw. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. The offense will stay out there, but they've got some yards to pick up. 4th down and goal. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up throw for the touchdown. They get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. Here's Marvin Harrison Jr. and the Cardinal offense heading back out onto the field. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. From the shotgun, it's Murray. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And he's going to get this up to the 22-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Cardinals first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike, and they came into the game saying we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
Now a 2nd down throw from Murray. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
A gain of 26 yards. First down, Cardinals.
And this is when it just gets very frustrating as a defense, because this is what it's been like all day. The pass rush is good, but just not quite good enough. They let him slip through, and he burns them with big yardage.
Up the middle they go. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it, you know it, and no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
Higgins sent in motion. They'll go with a counter on first down, and he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd down, they need 3. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
Murray on 3rd down. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Cardinals add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here comes a return from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Throwing, Darnold. Thrown left side, the catch is made. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
A gain of 15
Now Seattle
yards.
going to use the first of their
That's good
timeouts.
for a Seahawks.
The stoppage comes with
First
just
down.
over a minute to play in this one.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Darnold now on 1st and 10. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Timeout Seahawks. That is their 2nd. Clock is stopped. 55 seconds remaining here in the game.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
Here's Darnold again. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
That's taken in by Hooker. And he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup
That's a gain
of about 8.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Third and 2. Here we go.
Hey, we gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up. We gotta switch it up.
We'll go play action with Darnold. He'll try to run for it.
That's such a deflating feeling for a defense here on 3rd and short. They've got great coverage, but they don't account for the quarterback picking it up with his legs. It's exactly what he's able to do here on the scramble. Fresh set of downs.
Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Throwing on 2nd down. Darnold. And that ball incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. They're able to get the job done in front of a hostile crowd as they come away with the victory. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.